Well, online blackmail and sexual extortion has reached catastrophic proportions. That's according to the online safety watchdog, who received over 2,000 complaints in just 6 months.
With increasingly shocking stats, how do we talk to our friends and family about this online abuse? And if the worst does happen, how can we help them? To discuss, we welcome back digital wellness expert and author Dr. Joanne Orlando. Hello, Jo.
Hi, Jo.
Problem just getting worse. What's the latest? What are we dealing with? You know, what are some of the most the latest problems that we're facing?
Yeah, so it's blackmail or extortion. It's called sextortion because it's someone threatening to share, intimate nude images of you unless you pay or give in to their demands. And we're all dealing with so many online scams now, but this particular one is really spiking, like so many reports of the ESafety Commissioner. It's often targeting young men, but not just young men. So right now, about 1 in 7 adults have been in some way impacted by sextortion. So it's not just an Australian thing, it's an overseas thing. And the big difference now is, you probably can guess, it's AI. Right, so AI is helping them distribute it further, and it involves images or videos or photos, so they can generate those using AI. They could just take your work photo that's on your work website, and they can use something like a Nudify app and turn it into a nude. And we know we've got deep fakes, and then they can also use scripts that they've maybe they use using the same script, and they make it into Italian or Chinese, so they can keep adapting the audio as well.
Jo, but in some respects, isn't it easier now to say, well, blackmail away because it's AI, everybody knows it's AI? Like, in some respects, does it make it easier or not? You're the expert, but if that happened to someone I know, you could say, well, it's AI, it's rubbish.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
I do know exactly what you mean. I think as humans, we're still a little bit innocent when it comes to AI. We don't really expect that still. We are still thinking it's a person behind that. I think we're still coming to terms with it. It's really spiked in the last few months, and I'm sure that's a big reason for it. We're not really expecting it. Plus, as a society, we're a little bit feeling a bit socially disconnected from each other, and I think that's making it worse as well.
Jo, 2,000 complaints in 6 months. You'd have to think it's a lot more, because a lot of people aren't coming forward with it. They're too embarrassed or too traumatised to go to authorities about this.
No, that's right. So it's targeting young men a lot. Right. They're the #1 target group. And, of course, they're not telling their parents or anyone because they're so awkward and worried about it. That's why they're targeted. But the second biggest group is the 60 years plus. Because once again, they're in a different stage of life. They might have come out of a long-term relationship. They have a lot more time off when they're retired, maybe not as tech-savvy.
The tech,
yeah, so sometimes they contact you via social media. So Instagram's a big one, dating apps is a big one. But if you're over 60, another big one, when you get a phone call and it's for the wrong number, or you get a text and it's for the wrong number, that's a classic sextortion step 1 beginning. So it's a wrong number, you reply, and then they start a little chat, and then they just see if you bite.
Right.
And then it gets flirty.
How do we talk to our kids to try and get on top of this issue before it actually happens?
Yeah, so number one is always just chatting to your children. Now, this is a pretty awkward conversation to have with your children. So chatting generally about kind of just your technology world. But if you're seeing this segment, you've got a young person in your life, just saying something like, I saw this segment on TV, it's about sextortion. Has it happened to any of your friends? Like, that's a great way of just broaching it with you.
And so, you know what, if that happens to you, please come and tell us, because we can deal with it. Like, we can do something.
That's right. They want to know you've got your back. So I've been working with a few families who are unfortunately dealing with this, and one dad said to me the other day, 20-year-old son, he said, my son just came to me and said, someone's demanding money off me online and I don't know what to do. And that's the first the dad had heard. So it's obviously been happening for months.
Yeah.
The son didn't say anything. The dad didn't know anything about it. And then after many, many conversations, the son's saying, well, I didn't do anything. But the reality is, if someone's holding something over you and demanding money, something must have happened. So there's lots and lots of conversations here.
So the sad reality, there are people watching now who are in the middle of all of this. What do you say to parents and friends, how to deal with that if someone you know is going through it?
Yeah, so not to be judgmental, it really can happen to anyone, any family, any person. Also, if it's happening, don't pay more. Or if you've paid already, don't pay, because that doesn't stop the demands. They just keep asking for more and more. Also, just block them, but don't delete everything because you need evidence. Okay, you need to screenshot everything and keep it. And if this looks like something that might be blackmail, even if you're not sure, if you're getting that sense, go to the police. The police are great. They get onto it straight away. They'll direct you to the right person.
Okay. With the under 16 social media ban in place, should this now be decreasing? You would hope. Is that
You'd
happening?
hope. The ESafety Commissioner has had an outstanding number of sextortion reports by young men in the last 6 months. That's since the social media ban has been in place. So I don't think they're related. I think AI is the big driver here, and that's why it's changing. So unfortunately, at this point, it doesn't seem to be decreasing it.
Such an important conversation for us to have, Jo. Thank you very much for that.
Thank
Nice
you.
to see you.